Okay, everyone, this third one is relatively simple, so we won't guide you through writing it because we will definitely need to do this later. Let's just take a look, since we will use this project later. So this part is the module, then this is the project, and then this is the game and editor. That's fine. Then our game mode, it actually specifies this kind of writing, specifies the blueprint class, and then the game mode getter is actually the same. This camera component, and then this is not the camera component. This is the camera B component. This is the camera, and this is what we need to do. The input mapping table, and these are the three inputs. In play action, this constructor, this is the method to bind, and this is where the binding happens, and this is B gameplay, a place to register. And this place in the constructor to do some default settings. First, it sets up this capsule component, the settings applied. Then, for these rotation related things, it turned them off. Then, in this place, it set some parameters for the movement component. Then, in this place, it created the camera's camera boom. Created this camera boom. Then attached this camera boom to our root node. Then created the camera. Then attached the camera to this camera's spring arm. Okay, that's it. Compared to gameplay, it's just adjusting the parent class. Then, when binding like this, it actually, we can see here, when binding at this point, and it is actually bound like this, it is bound through this function. This function, as for this function, it first gets this controller, then through the player controller, it gets our enhanced input subsystem. Then, after getting the subsystem, it maps this table onto it. Then it binds the specific action. That is quite simple. This part must succeed. If it does not succeed, it means there is some setup you haven't done in your project. Okay, then this move. And there's not much to say about this look method. It just takes the values passed in from our input device after this kind of transformation and analysis, normalizes them, or normalizes directions and such, then just calls the interface in our PAM. Alright. So basically, at the C++ level, it's actually written directly. These codes are all quite simple. Now let's launch it. We'll just take a look. And after we finish launching, you will notice it is different from that blueprint project. This plays directly C GameMode, directly uses C++ GameMode. And then here, you can see it directly specifies this one. This way of writing is actually not very user-friendly. Not very user-friendly. And then here, actually it's all the same. You see. Then we manually observe this. Here you can see that there is actually no code written in it. Right, it usually just sets up the model. And that's about it, nothing else. Then it simply adjusts the positions of the model's meshes. A simple adjustment like that. Okay, so this project is still very important. You can try to do it yourself if you have time. It's okay if you don't have time because I will be developing based on this project later. Okay. So that's a brief introduction to the third-person perspective. Please don't hesitate to like, subscribe, share, and support the Mingjing and DNDN channel.